Hi, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Janet and my channel name is Denim and Pearls. And today I am getting started with opening up my window shades and getting my morning started. I've already taken a few steps with my morning routine, which is I've made my bed, I've swished and swiped my sink. I'm let the pups out and I'm getting ready to go and make myself some coffee. And I've got some bananas that I need to use up, so I'm gonna make some muffins this morning. And I think I'll share that with you. I'm gonna do kind of a Pinterest recipe and review and see if I like this recipe. It sounds really delicious and I'm kind of excited to get started on that. Okay, so I want to unload the dishwasher. I'm going to get my coffee started, feed my dogs, and get those muffins going. So I will set the camera up so that you can join me. Okay, I am doing a banana muffin bake and review. I found this on Pinterest at a blog called Everyday Reading, and this is adapted from a William Simona muffin cookbook. So I guess she's made some changes to this. I'm following it pretty much to the T, okay? But so what you need to start with are 3 ripe bananas. So I started by cutting those up, and I'm going to try to mash them with a fork, and you'll see that I do switch out to my potato masher, and I should have just used the masher to begin with. It would have just saved me some time to get it done that way. So, you know, live and learn, and you guys use what you feel is best. As I said, I'm really not a baker, and I don't do it very often, but when I do, I really enjoy doing so, and I kind of fancy myself making some bread and doing things like that. So anyway, the next thing that you add is 1 egg, and then it calls for a 1/4 cup of plain or Greek yogurt or sour cream. Now, I don't have plain flavored. I do have vanilla flavored Greek yogurt, and I thought because I had the vanilla flavored that I would just go ahead and put that in because it does call for vanilla. Now I just put in oil, and that was a 1/4 cup of oil because otherwise that was the only measuring cup of that measurement that I have. So I went ahead and I poured the oil in before I put the yogurt in, okay? And then the next thing it's going to call for is 3 tablespoons of milk or buttermilk. I'm using 2% milk because that's what I have here in my home on hand. And I will I'll put this yogurt away real quick because it's I like it to stay refrigerated. And yes, you see all my bags that I need to get going out to the recycling. I have such an issue with my trash in my kitchen and nowhere to put it. It drives me crazy. My trash can is tiny. So I'm reading the recipe right here, trying to decipher it. Okay, so here's the 3 tablespoons of milk and the 1 tablespoon of vanilla going in. And then I'm just going to combine all that and mix it all together. I'm trying to do that with this little fork, and it's really not working out very well. So there I go, in for the reach for the masher. Yay! Oh yeah, that's better. We'll have that done in no time. So you just want to incorporate all the liquids and all the wet ingredients together. And once you get that all nice and combined, you're going to add 1.5 cups of flour. Oh, there, gotta take a little coffee break there. Pretty impressive there in my apron. What do y'all think, huh? It's really long. I had to pull it up. Okay. Trying to get those bananas mashed up better. Now we're ready for that 1.5 cups of flour. And then we're going to go ahead and add to that 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And then the next thing we need, and it was really specific on this recipe, it said 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of salt sprinkled over the top of the dry ingredients without touching the wet ingredients. So I don't know why it's worded that way, but baking is more scientific than cooking. So I'm just going to follow the recipe. Now I have my oven preheating to 375, and I lined my muffin tins, but it said you could, the recipe says to grease the muffin tin and set it aside. I went ahead and used liners, and in hindsight, I should have just gone ahead and greased the muffin tin, because you'll see here in a couple of minutes I had a little problem. Oh, goodness. Now, while I'm doing this, I can smell them in the oven right now. And, oh my goodness, they smell so good. I remember making things with my mom when I was a little girl, and she had an old GE stand mixer, and I can still remember the way it smelled. And she always scraped down the sides when she was using her bowl and using her mixer. But I can remember standing on a chair looking over the counter and watching my mom bake. My mom is a wonderful cook and baker. My gosh, if I was half the cook and baker that my mother is, I would die happy. Okay, so I'm showing you how pretty the batter is, and it really is a nice batter. It's pretty. So the first part of my mistakes is coming up here pretty quickly because I am left-handed, and I decided that I was going to use an ice cream scoop because it says to divide the batter between 12 muffin cups and that you could fill them all the way to the rim. Well, I thought to get it to the rim, I'm going to go ahead and use, ta-da, the ice cream scoop. But being left-handed, using an ice cream scoop, you know, being a left-hander in a right-hander world isn't always easy. And so, yeah. Okay, she's going in. Not to mention that this batter is pretty sticky. Okay, so I had to stop my narration because the timer went off and I had to go get the muffins out of the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the narration. As you see now, I have switched from the ice cream scoop to a large spoon, and I'm not filling them all the way to the top, but oh my gosh, I had so much trouble filling these liners. It just was almost comical to me, and I'm just laughing at myself watching this as I'm trying to narrate it. So um, I get into a little trouble here as one of them sticks to the paper liner, and oh my gosh, it gets all over the inside of the of the muffin tin, and I completely have to stop and get a new liner and wipe it all out, and it just, oh, you know, I wonder why I'm not a baker, but oh heavens, I am just I try really hard. I really try hard. So I hope you all find this as funny as I'm finding it right now, because if you can't laugh at yourself, then, you know, what's the point, right? So anyway, I'm having a good time. I'm excited to make these, you guys. I can't tell you how pleased I was getting to make these muffins, because I don't bake. I am not a baker, and here comes my mistake. Oh my goodness. I can't even handle it. And I'm so glad that I wasn't filming my face at this point. This is comical. You know, you just keep rolling with the punches though, and I guess that's just my life motto. Just roll with the punches. You never know what you're going to get. You just have to laugh at yourself sometimes and fix it and move on. So here I go. I'm getting this done, and this one's not getting away from me. I tell you, I'm going to make sure that one stays stuck in the bottom and move on to the next one. And I got them
them all filled, not all the way to the rim, but it was done with love. So, I'm just glad that I was able to make these muffins, get them all served out into the tins, and have the opportunity to share it with all of you. And I hope that you're finding this as fun as I did. And we'll talk about how it all came out. But I kind of am mixed on my opinion of these muffins. They ended up sticking to the paper a lot once they were baked. They came out of the oven just gorgeous. They were so pretty, and I was really pleased with myself. And you'll see that here in the video in a little while. Oh my goodness, I was very happy with getting them all put um, into the liners and they baked up so pretty, and it just was. They smelled absolutely wonderful, and they tasted pretty good as well. I just wasn't happy with the way that they stuck to the liner, and I'm wondering if I had not used the liner and I had oiled or greased, excuse me, or even sprayed the pan with some cooking spray. I wonder if I would have had a better result in getting them dislodged. So now I'm just going back and I'm just wiping up all my little oopses on the pan, and I'm going to get ready to put them into the oven and bake them for 20 minutes. And I went by the actual cooking time. I got them in for 20 minutes. And I think I decided that they just weren't brown enough, and I left them in for another few minutes. So we will be back soon.
Okay, so the timer just went off. Let's check out the muffins. They smell incredible, you guys. They smell so good. If these turn out, I'm going to be patting myself all over my back. Let's see what they look like. Oh yeah, those are a thing of beauty. Look at how they rose. Okay, let me get an oven mitt and bring those babies out. Okay, here's the thing. The recipe said that they should bounce back. I guess each of them are, but I can tell these ones here, because they're so much bigger, I don't know whether to put them back in for another couple of minutes or not. I mean, they look amazing. Look at these. Look how beautiful these turned out. And this one that didn't have quite as much as the rest of them. All right, I think I'll just go ahead and we'll just see how they work out. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. This is, woohoo. Jenny made some muffins, woo. Okay, I am ready to try these. I'm trying one of the smaller ones, and it has a really nice kind of, I don't know, what would you call it? Kind of springy, spongy. Okay, I'm noticing that it's really stuck to this. Maybe I should have, do you grease the papers? It's really stuck to the papers, so not extremely happy with that. But this is the inside. And you can see how hot it is. It's really, really moist. There's a sweetness to it. I wish the crust had come off the paper, because that's good. It's crunchy. I think there's a nice balance in flavor. You get the banana, and I guess a little bit of that vanilla. I thought it was going to be overpowering with the vanilla. I was afraid it was going to be too much vanilla. So I would give this recipe a thumbs up, and I would try it again for sure. I think next time I make it, I'll make it without the papers and see if they come out real well out of the tin. But I would definitely recommend making this, and I'm sure we'll enjoy them. I'm going to take a few over to my mom. And yeah, good deal. I'm really happy with it. They're delicious. I recommend this recipe for sure. I will have it linked below for sure. And if you enjoyed watching this, seeing my little dance, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment below, and I hope you like it and give me a thumbs up. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye.